Hello and welcome to Chanakya English. Today we have a very special guest here at Stanford, Mr. Ghanshyam Tiwari ji, National Spokesperson of Samajwadi Party. It's a great pleasure to have you on Chanakya English. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, sir. So it's a very interesting discussion and a very interesting topic today that you were talking about, the evolution of Indian Constitution, and particularly since 2014. But I just want to take a step backwards and check with you or ask your opinion on how do you rate the evolution of our Constitution prior to 2015, starting from 1947, sir?
I think it will be difficult to put it in words in few minutes. But I believe that the journey of Constitution has two important pillars or engines. One is the freedom struggle of India, and two is the civilizational journey of India. Civilization journey has given a value system to us as Indians, which transcends our religions, our regions, our languages. It is also time tested. It is this civilization journey that gives us leaders who stand out as statesmen across the world on the strength of their thought, spirituality, and principles, such as Mahatma Gandhi, such as Jawaharlal Nehru, such as Dr. Ambedkar, Sardar Patel. The other part of our constitution is the freedom struggle that India endured. There is no doubt that British pulverized India. They took away the greatest amount of resources from the country. They weakened the country. They weakened our spirit, our thought, and their administration led to uncounted deaths in India, which by any standard would beat any past aggressor India had had. In this backdrop and in the backdrop of world wars, at a time when the world was getting more and more fragmented, the leaders of our freedom struggle, led by Mahatma Gandhi ji, led by Jawaharlal Nehru ji, Subhash Chandra Bose ji, created a political culture such that when India gained independence, we were able to sit together in the Constituent Assembly and discuss and debate and frame a constitution that has enabled India to progress well in the past 75 years. It has enabled India to stay united at a time when the world doubted whether India will remain a country which is united. It has allowed us to have our own standing, even at the time when we were not seen as a militarily strong nation and when we gained independence. Whether it is the thought power of Gandhiji or whether it is the statesmanship of Nehruji, India stood as an important thought house or thought powerhouse for the world.
How do you think the values of, because Dr. B.R. Ambedkar played a very important role in shaping our constitution, would you say his ideas were given a lot of shape in the years past the 2014, be it the removal of Article 370 or having a cap on reservation and the tenure of reservation to be brought down? These are some of the brainchilds of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. And how do you think that those ideologies have been given shape to in the years prior to 2014?
I think the power of Dr. Ambedkar lies in the vision that every Indian, especially those who are disadvantaged for thousands of years, the backwards and the Dalits, will one day have equal opportunity through our constitution and through the government that this constitution empowers.
Absolutely.
To have a life of equal opportunity, socially, economically, and politically, culturally. To break the journey of these ideas into time before 2014 and after 2014. 2014 is not a pivotal moment. It is just a time when India found a new Prime Minister. To say that it's a path-breaking moment for the country is something that BJP would like to say.
No, the conference that we are addressing today itself is making it a pivotal moment.
So there is a lot of marketing BJP wants to conduct to say that 2014 is a pivotal moment. The 10 years before 2014 were no less pivotal. We got right to education, we got right to information, the food security bill came. If you look at the journey of constitution from the lens of how a citizen is empowered, how a panchayat is empowered, how a municipality is empowered, how a state is empowered, we have succeeded because in the course of this 75 years, there was even before 2014, these things happened. The citizen was empowered. When right to information came, it empowered the citizen. If I look at it from the lens of empowering the citizen, especially those who are weak.
But from a global stage, don't you think it changed the perception of India and Indians across the globe? And university like Stanford is trying to, they are not BJP. I'm just trying to understand what is that. I totally agree with you.
I co-founded the Harvard India Conference in 2010.
Okay.
We are in 2025.
Okay.
Right? To say that Indian passport is becoming powerful, India is becoming powerful on the world stage. We have to know that as a country, we have a place in the leadership of the world. Right? That place emerges from the thought power that India has, the minds that India has, the young minds that India has, the institutions that India has. And that thought power will eventually succeed when our universities are on the top. There's not even a doubt in my mind to say that when Indian universities rank in top 50 of the world, India will be a top economy in the world. So let us not put the cart before the horse. Horse is our thought power, right? And if I have to reflect about 2014, I will reflect that has the thought power of India vastly improved. In many places, yes. In many places, no. Has the strength of India vastly improved? Mahatma Gandhi believed, a lot of founding fathers believed, a lot of people across the country believe that the power of India is in its decentralized format. When a village in Tamil Nadu is able to prosper on the strength of its own innovation, its own culture, and a village in Bihar is able to prosper, a city in Bihar is able to prosper, right? We will have hundreds and thousands of prospering villages, cities, communities. India will naturally prosper. If you look at journey of many countries, recently I was in Germany and people speak about in Germany their hidden gems, that how in every district in Germany, in the rural areas, there is at least one company that is a world leader in their area. We can replicate that model. The idea that one messiah sitting in one place, right, can power up the entire nation with a fantastic marketing is a false idea. This idea does not belong to democracy. Democracy is that a system powered by people is able to ensure that every citizen in whichever city or town or village they have access to good opportunities, equal opportunities to prosper together without doubting one another and without depending on one messiah. Right? So I think that India post 2014 becoming a sought out passport or a different country altogether is marketing of BJP, and they're very successful at it.
And you think it's just a myth?
I'm saying that the marketing is very successful, but
Which means
it is not the way India. It is not the way India will reach its destiny. Our destiny belongs to every state becoming successful, our cities becoming successful, a country that works very well in a diversified and decentralized manner.
Got it.
It does not belong to the idea of one central engine deciding everything from Kashmir to Kanyakumari and from Gujarat to Arunachal. That is now not how democracies, especially in a diverse country like India, can ever take the nation to the right destiny.
Perfect. The reason, because a lot of people spoke about how various things were discussed in the constitution prior to the 2014, so I thought you would be touching some points there. But nevertheless, I had my last question to you. I had one interesting point from your talk today that I wanted to pick. You said the vision for the future has to be an idea that has to be sought out, and that's not something that's happening. What do you think would be the vision? Like, as you said, you pointed out one vision, like the universities coming up, but other than that, what do you think from a constitutional angle should be brought out and sorted out? Things like reservation, things like the 1991 temples, place of worship act, the recent work.
I think.
Do you think we should just bury them and move forward, or as you rightly said, for the future to have an open discussion about it and to not feel guilty or feel betrayed about what happened? What do you think is the way forward?
I think we are entering the era of artificial intelligence, where technology will be a super brain available to every individual, whether they are literate or not literate. In this era of technology as a ubiquitous super brain available to everyone, there are many important things. One is, what is the opportunity that it creates for a young country like India? Whenever the census comes out, we will see that we have 400 million children under age of 14. We have almost as many people between age of 15 and 35. This is where the future belongs. We should be able to have endless debates and programs diversified across the country, that these the children and the youth are able to harness AI to improve their knowledge, improve their skills, keep themselves healthy, acquire good habits, find pride in their identity, in the identity of their towns and cities. That's part one. If we do this right, we believe that in a thriving democracy that India will be, there are enough bright minds that will tackle every issue without building dogma about it, without saying that, look, I did it, nobody else did it.
Okay.
There is no issue in the world of technology and information that cannot be debated and concluded with a good judgment. But to fight with it as if that somebody has the solitary righteous sword, right, is the wrong approach. Finally, in a new constitution, or whenever the constitution appears in the world of AI, the word truth will become of paramount importance. As I said, that if there ever is a next version of preamble, it will have a pledge that we, the people of India, also give ourselves the power of truth, because AI will distort truth. And if the governments are not democratically elected government, it does not take charge, citizens will not have the access to discover and develop their understanding of truth. I don't believe there's going to be one version of it, but as long as a citizen has
multiple
an access...
versions are going to create multiple confusions, don't you believe?
No, but I think as long as citizens have access to multiple versions, we believe that they will figure it out. The challenge in the AI era is, if there's only one version, then it will lead to
Truth
manipulation.
can have only one version, don't you think, sir?
I think when it comes to a human being, right, the ultimate truth that every one of us believe is that there is a supreme power, God. And even with that, all of us have our own version of the supreme power. Right? So, yes, there could be one ultimate truth, but we all carry a version of that, right? As long as we understand that others also have a version of it, which is different from us, right? We can converge, right? But when we start feeling that, our version is the only truth and others' version is a lie or is a duplicate or inferior version of truth, that creates problem. I think in the era of AI, it is important that citizens in democratic countries have access to build their versions of truth rather than live with only one version of truth.
Thank you so much for taking time and talking to us, Tiwari ji. It's a great pleasure, and best wishes to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.